If your hemorrhoids keep coming back, after creams, after suppositories, after everything your doctor gave you, I need you to hear this. The treatments most people use don't fail because they're weak. They fail because they're aimed at the wrong target. Hemorrhoids are not the problem. They are the result of a problem. And until you address what's actually causing them, they will keep coming back. Month after month, year after year. Today, I'm going to show you what that root cause actually is, and the 6 changes that genuinely stop the cycle. For good. I've been practicing colorectal and digestive health medicine for over 25 years, and hemorrhoids in people over 50 are one of the most mismanaged conditions I encounter. Not because doctors don't care, but because most treatments stop at symptom relief and never go deeper. Today, we're going through the real reasons hemorrhoids return, and 6 evidence-based changes you can make starting this week. No surgery, no miracle products, just what the research and clinical experience actually support. Let's start with what hemorrhoids really are. Most people think of hemorrhoids as a problem that appears from nowhere. They don't. Hemorrhoids are cushions of vascular tissue that exist in everyone's rectum. They're normal. They serve a function, helping to seal the anal canal and control continence. The problem begins when these cushions become inflamed, swollen, or displaced due to sustained pressure. That pressure comes from specific, repeatable causes. And here's the key insight. If those causes are still present in your daily life, no cream, no surgery, no suppository will give you lasting relief. You will treat the flare-up and create the next one simultaneously. This is why hemorrhoids come back. They never actually left. The conditions that create them never changed. The single most common driver of recurring hemorrhoids in people over 50 is chronic straining during bowel movements. And straining is almost always caused by 2 things: constipation and time spent on the toilet. Here's something most people don't realize. Sitting on a toilet for more than 3 to 5 minutes dramatically increases pressure on the rectal veins, even if you're not actively pushing. The modern toilet seat position keeps those veins under load the entire time you're sitting. If you're spending 10, 15, 20 minutes on the toilet, reading your phone, scrolling, you are actively creating the conditions for hemorrhoids, regardless of how soft your stool is. The fix: toilet time is not reading time. Get on, go, get off. 3 to 5 minutes maximum. If nothing happens, come back later. This single habit change reduces rectal vein pressure more than most medications. Everyone knows fiber is important for hemorrhoids, but most people are getting the wrong kind, or not nearly enough of the right kind. There are 2 types of dietary fiber. Insoluble fiber, found in wheat bran, vegetables, whole grains, adds bulk to stool and speeds transit. Soluble fiber, found in oats, flaxseed, psyllium husk, beans, absorbs water and forms a gel that softens stool and makes passage effortless. For hemorrhoid prevention, you need both. But soluble fiber is the one most people are missing. The research is consistent. Adults over 50 need between 25 and 38 grams of fiber per day. Most people get less than half of that. The fix: add 1 tablespoon of psyllium husk to water each morning. It's cheap, effective, and well-studied. Within 2 weeks, most people notice a significant difference in stool consistency and ease of passage. Fiber without water makes constipation worse, not better. This is one of the most common mistakes people make when they try to improve their diet for hemorrhoid relief. Your stool is approximately 75% water. When you're chronically mildly dehydrated, which is extremely common in people over 50 whose thirst sensation diminishes with age, stool becomes harder, drier, and more difficult to pass. Straining follows. Hemorrhoids follow straining. Coffee and tea count as diuretics. They pull water out. If your fluid intake is mostly coffee, you may be making dehydration worse while thinking you're hydrated. The fix: aim for 6 to 8 glasses of plain water daily. The first glass, before coffee, before anything, should happen immediately after waking. After 50, most people spend the majority of their day sitting, at a desk, in a car, on a sofa. and sustained sitting, especially on hard or unsupportive surfaces, creates continuous pressure on the rectal and anal vascular network. It's not just toilet sitting that matters. 8 to 10 hours of daily sitting creates a baseline of venous pressure in the pelvic region that hemorrhoids thrive in. Research shows that people in sedentary jobs have significantly higher rates of recurring hemorrhoids compared to those who move regularly throughout the day. The fix: every 45 to 60 minutes, stand up and walk for 2 to 3 minutes. That's enough to decompress the pelvic veins and restore circulation. Small breaks, consistent movement, it adds up. This one is almost universal and almost never discussed. When you feel the urge to have a bowel movement and you ignore it because you're busy, because you're not at home, because it's inconvenient, the stool that was ready to move sits in the lower rectum and continues to lose water. It becomes harder. The urge fades, and the next attempt requires more effort. Do this repeatedly, and you create a pattern of hard stools and straining that directly feeds hemorrhoid recurrence. Your body sends that signal for a reason. The rectum is ready. The conditions are right. Missing that window means creating a harder, more straining-prone bowel movement later. The fix: when the urge comes, respond within a reasonable time. Don't delay chronically. Your rectum has a timing system. Work with it, not against it. This may be the most overlooked mechanical cause of recurring hemorrhoid flare-ups. Standard dry toilet paper, wiped repeatedly and firmly, creates friction and microtrauma on already sensitive tissue. In people over 50, where tissue is thinner and heals more slowly, this friction can keep hemorrhoids chronically irritated even when the underlying causes are improving. You can be doing everything else right and still experience persistent discomfort because of this one mechanical habit. The fix: switch to moistened wipes designed for sensitive skin, unscented, alcohol-free, or use a bidet. Wipe gently with minimal pressure. Pat rather than rub. This one change alone reduces irritation significantly and allows inflamed tissue to actually heal between flare-ups. 6 root causes and 6 fixes: straining and long toilet time, 3 to 5 minutes maximum, phone stays out. Wrong fiber: add psyllium husk daily, aim for 25 to 38 grams total dehydration. 6 to 8 glasses of water, first one before coffee. Prolonged sitting: stand and walk 2 minutes every hour, ignoring the urge. Respond when your body signals, don't delay dry toilet paper friction. Switch to moist, unscented wipes or a bidet. None of these require a prescription. None of them are expensive, but all 6 together create an internal environment where hemorrhoids lose the conditions they need to return. You're not treating a flare-up, you're removing the cause. That's the difference between managing hemorrhoids and actually stopping the cycle. If this video gave you something useful, hit like. It helps more people find this information who genuinely need it. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. I'll be covering the 5 early warning signs that your colon is under serious stress. These are signals most people ignore for years before they become real problems. That video is one you'll want to watch. Take care of yourself. See you there.